More than 200 people have been killed in coordinated bombings at hotels and churches across Sri Lanka. There were 4 attacks at 8:45 a.m. on Sunday morning, local time. A 5th occurred 5 minutes later before a 6th explosion at 9:05 a.m. In the early afternoon, a 7th explosion occurred at a hotel opposite the National Zoo before finally an 8th explosion on the outskirts of Colombo at 2:15 p.m. Police have arrested 13 Sri Lankans in relation to the attacks. The attacks come almost a decade after the end of a bloody civil war. Here's how events unfolded. Explosions set off during Easter Sunday services. 2 Catholic churches and 1 evangelical church were targeted in 3 separate cities. St. Anthony's Shrine in Colombo, Sri Lanka's capital, is a popular place of worship and tourist attraction. Alex Sagilason, who was in the vicinity, said buildings in the surrounding area shook with the blast. More than 50 people were killed at St. Sebastian's in Negombo, north of Colombo. Pictures show the church's roof was blown off in the blast. Media reported 25 people were killed in an attack on the Evangelical Zion Church in Batticaloa on the country's east coast. Popular luxury hotels targeted. 3 5-star hotels in Colombo that are frequented by foreigners were attacked on Sunday morning. A tourist, who asked not to be named, told the ABC she was eating at the second-floor restaurant of the Shangri-La when there were 2 blasts about 10 seconds apart. She said the area had been full of visitors, including children. Everyone was just hiding, trying to work out what had just happened and what was going to happen, and we just didn't know. The Cinnamon Grand confirmed on Facebook that an explosion happened in a restaurant on the ground floor. External link, tweet, Cinnamon Grand. The Kingsbury Hotel was also attacked. Two more blasts outside of Colombo. A 7th explosion was detonated at about 1:45 p.m. on Sunday at the new Tropical Inn opposite the National Zoo in Dehiwala, south of Colombo. An eyewitness on local TV said he saw some body parts, including a severed head, lying on the ground near the hotel. The zoo has since been closed. At 2:15 p.m. an 8th explosion occurred at a house in Di Matagoda, a suburb in Colombo, during a police raid. Three police were killed in the explosion. Late on Sunday night, police reported a petrol bomb attack had occurred at a mosque, while arson attacks on 2 shops owned by Muslims were reported in different parts of the country. Worst violence since civil war. Sunday's attacks are the worst violence in Sri Lanka since the end of the civil war a decade ago. The Sri Lankan defense minister has described the bombings as a terrorist attack by religious extremists. but no one has claimed responsibility for the blasts. 2 of the blasts were suspected to have been carried out by suicide bombers, according to an official, who spoke on condition of anonymity as he was not authorized to speak with reporters. Sri Lankan authorities have confirmed they had prior information about the attacks on churches 10 days before the bombings. ABC/Wires